Right down the street from where that happened, folks, I went into a TCHC unit and I put a program together that kept 80 kids busy every single week. I sat down and mentored them. I supported them. I helped them out. We need people to get out, volunteer their time, be a mentor, get the corporations involved, and help these youth. That's what they need. They need mentorship, and also they need a job to help them put money in their pocket, keep busy, and that's what I feel.
I think we have to be honest about this. The toll that has been taken disproportionately among young black men and other young men of visible minority groups. It has been taken disproportionately among newcomers to Canada in some cases, and they're living in neighborhoods that have been isolated for far too long. And I think what we have to do is we have to bring jobs to those people and to those neighborhoods, and that involves, for one thing, for example, building transit to make sure that people can get to jobs and from jobs, but it also means renewing those neighborhoods, the physical and social aspects of all of those neighborhoods. We've seen renewal and how it can work in 2 or 3 of those neighborhoods. We have to replicate that over and over again to address the root causes that have led to these kinds of tragedies.
And yes, we need to look at the root cause of it. And by and large, it's in communities that have been left behind. They've been left behind from the various policies that the Ford and Mr. Tory are proposing. We need more after-school programs so that young children, the 9 to 12 years old, have a role model. And we need to hire bright young men and women to teach kids a skill so they can learn something after school, so that these young men can also be role model. We can do it. I'm the only person that is proposing it. Others are talking about transit, they're talking about other areas, but we need to provide hope in these neighborhoods. And that's what I would do, because everyone counts.
Too many of these neighborhoods that we have allowed to remain isolated in every respect. Who do the moms call in neighborhoods like that to get their kid a summer job, to make sure they have a productive summer that stays out of trouble? Who do people call to get help if they're single moms in any of those neighborhoods? How do we look ourselves in the eye when we haven't? And this is included in the last 4 years, done very much at all, if anything, to repair the state of some of the housing that we own and that we ask our fellow citizens to live in. These are things where we've been turning our eyes away because it's easier to do that. And I think what we've got to get is some results down at City Hall. And that means getting some financial help, to be candid, from the other governments. The property taxpayers can't bear the cost of doing all of this. We have to stop with the patchwork quilt that is, I think, taking away from our efforts to connect these neighborhoods up, to give these people the hand up they want. That's all they want. A hand up and a bit of opportunity and programs to keep the kids on the straight and narrow.
Outside of this election, when have you actually went into Toronto community housing and actually helped people? I've been in there for hundreds and hundreds of hours, not just in Rexdale, right across that city. I'm actually engaged with these folks. As you and your elitist group down there, John, you don't go into TCHC. You're from a whole different world, John. You are. You know it.
As a volunteer going into those very same communities in Jamestown, up in Rexdale, in Melbourne and Scarborough, helping kids and families and doing a lot in the community.
I never heard that, John. I never saw you there because I've been there for years.